Welcome to Everything's Essential. Accurate biblical interpretation is crucial for understanding the messages and teachings embedded within the sacred texts. The Bible, revered by millions, is a rich tapestry of history, prophecy, poetry, and law. Each verse and chapter has layers of meaning intertwined with the cultural and historical circumstances of its time. Misinterpretations can lead to incorrect beliefs and practices, perpetuating misunderstandings of faith. An accurate understanding relies on considering the original context, including the historical and cultural settings. This involves looking at linguistic nuances and societal norms that influence the writers and the intended audience. By delving into the contextual backdrop, one can discern whether a command was meant to be taken literally or symbolically. For believers and scholars, interpreting the Bible accurately is a spiritual necessity. It provides clarity and fosters a more profound connection with divine teachings. Through careful exegesis, one can unveil the underlying themes of peace, justice, and love that resonate throughout the biblical narrative. Deuteronomy chapter 20 verse 10 speaks to the Israelites' conduct during wartime, providing instructions for approaching a city in battle. When you march up to attack a city, make its people an offer of peace, the verse states. The historical context of this passage is pivotal for comprehending its true intent. Deuteronomy is part of the Torah, reflecting the socio-political realities of ancient Israel. During the time Deuteronomy was written, warfare was common, but the instruction to offer peace before engaging in battle demonstrates a departure from the norm. This call to peace illustrates a divine preference for reconciliation over destruction. The offer of peace implied that the inhabitants of the city could choose to live under Israelite rule without facing immediate harm. This choice provided a way to integrate peacefully into the community of Israel, highlighting a path to unity rather than subjugation. By understanding these historical and cultural contexts, one can see that Deuteronomy chapter 20 verse 10 is more about offering a chance for peace than preparing for conflict. One of the prevalent misinterpretations of Deuteronomy chapter 20 verse 10 is its perceived endorsement of slavery. Some readers erroneously assume that offering peace was a euphemism for enslaving the conquered people. However, a closer examination of the text and its context reveals a fundamentally different narrative. The offer of peace included terms that allowed the city's inhabitants to retain their lives and livelihoods under Israelite governance. In ancient times, the aftermath of war often included enslavement of the defeated. However, Deuteronomy chapter 20 verse 10 introduces a humanitarian alternative. The Israelites were instructed to offer peace first, indicating a willingness to integrate rather than dominate. This approach served as a model for restraint and respect, highlighting an early example of ethical warfare. By offering terms of peace, the Israelites were essentially extending an olive branch, allowing for mutual benefit and coexistence. This interpretation challenges the notion that Deuteronomy chapter 20 verse 10 was about subjugating peoples through enslavement. Zechariah 9:9, the symbolism of a peaceful king. Zechariah 9:9 is a well-known prophetic verse that portrays a king arriving in Jerusalem riding on a donkey. Rejoice greatly, daughter Zion, shout, daughter Jerusalem, see your king comes to you, righteous and victorious, lowly and riding on a donkey, on a colt, the foal of a donkey. This verse is rich in symbolism and is often cited in discussions about messianic prophecy. The imagery of the donkey is crucial for understanding the nature of the king being described, a king of peace, not war. In the ancient Near Eastern context, a donkey was not a symbol of conquest, but of peaceful intentions. Unlike the war horse, which symbolized aggression, the donkey conveyed humility and non-violence. By choosing to portray the king on a donkey, Zechariah emphasizes a vision of leadership characterized by righteousness and peace. This prophetic imagery stands in stark contrast to the expectations of many at the time who anticipated a Messiah that would lead military victories. Instead, Zechariah's king embodies a different kind of triumph, one rooted in justice and peace. The imagery of donkey and war horses. The contrast between the imagery of donkeys and war horses in Zechariah 9:9 is both deliberate and profound. In ancient times, war horses were symbols of military strength and war. Kings and armies rode war horses into battle, showcasing their might and readiness for conflict. In stark contrast, the donkey was a symbol of peace and humility. By portraying the king on a donkey, the text challenges conventional notions of power and authority. It suggests that true leadership is not about military prowess or conquest, but about righteousness and peace. This imagery aligns with the broader biblical narrative that often subverts expectations, emphasizing the value of humility and service over aggression and control. The choice of a donkey also resonates with themes of accessibility and inclusion. This symbolism suggests a king who is approachable and concerned with the well-being of all, not just the powerful. The significance of context in understanding scriptures. Context is paramount when interpreting scriptures, playing a crucial role in uncovering the true meanings behind biblical texts. Without considering context, readers are at risk of making erroneous assumptions that can lead to misinterpretations. Context includes the historical setting, cultural norms, linguistic nuances, and the broader narrative within which a scripture exists. Understanding these elements is essential for grasping the intended message of the text. In the cases of Deuteronomy 20:10 and Zechariah 9:9, context reveals a consistent theme of peace and justice that might be overlooked without careful analysis. For Deuteronomy 20:10, understanding the historical practices of warfare and the cultural significance of peace offers a more nuanced reading of the text. Similarly, the cultural symbolism of the donkey in Zechariah 9:9 underscores a vision of leadership grounded in peace rather than aggression. Misinterpretations often arise when verses are read in isolation, stripped of their contextual frameworks. By grounding interpretation in context, one can appreciate the complexity and depth of the biblical narrative, recognizing its enduring messages of love, justice, and peace. Encouragement for further discussion and exploration. The exploration of Deuteronomy 20:10 and Zechariah 9:9 highlights the importance of accurate interpretation and contextual understanding. However, this essay only scratches the surface of the rich and complex themes found within these and other biblical texts. Continued discussion and exploration are essential for deepening one's understanding and appreciation of the scriptures. Engaging with diverse perspectives and interpretations can enrich one's faith and offer new insights into familiar passages. Readers are encouraged to delve into biblical studies, exploring various commentaries, historical research, and theological reflections. Engaging with scholarly work provides a broader perspective and introduces new ways of thinking about the texts. Additionally, participating in discussions with others can offer valuable insights, as diverse viewpoints can illuminate aspects of the scriptures that one might have missed. The Bible invites ongoing exploration, offering timeless wisdom that continues to resonate with contemporary issues. By approaching the text with an open mind and a willingness to learn, one can uncover deeper truths and apply them meaningfully in today's world. Please like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks.